Russia has issued a response after President Trump suggested the possibility of resuming nuclear examinations. All nations are enhancing their defense capabilities, but this is not a nuclear experiment. If any nation disregards the moratorium, Russia will react accordingly. Joining us is retired four-star general and strategic analyst, chairman of the Institute for the Study of War, General Jack Keane. General, what are your thoughts on the president's comments, marking a potential first since 1992, and Russia's answer?
Well, there has been conjecture for some time, Brian, that Russia and China could be conducting undisclosed nuclear examinations. Whether that's true or not is still unclear. Certainly, President Trump has access to classified intelligence, so perhaps that's a factor. But I also believe that what may be occurring here is Russia just revealed tests of delivery mechanisms, a cruise missile and an underwater drone. Not the warhead itself, but the means to deliver a potential warhead. And the president could be responding to something along those lines. Look, the president's stance on nuclear arsenals and nuclear arms is that he seeks a de-escalation. He wants a reduction. He is not pursuing any escalation in this arena. And he is attempting to engage China and Russia to collaborate toward that goal. China has completely rejected that process. And as we are aware, Russia is expanding its nuclear capabilities, especially their tactical nuclear weapons. So I believe there is more to unfold on this path.
The president rated the summit a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10. They didn't mention Taiwan. I know that's a major focus in our military simulations and concerns. We secured agreements from Japan and South Korea to increase defense expenditures. How would you assess my OT or wow for Nober or Martin Obawao or not power when a knife tower and a tower re a wow or oh a wow in staffer o diaper lapid in mouth. You assess the outcome.
I would give it fairly high approval. The entire journey itself, and also the engagement with President Xi. I mean, President Trump entered that discussion with Xi as the recognized global leader, a role that President Xi has repeatedly expressed ambition to supplant the United States as the world's foremost power. And undoubtedly, President Trump holds a strategic advantage in this situation. Consider this: China's ally, a key partner. Iran has been significantly hampered for years by Israel and the United States. And look at Russia. They are in their fourth year of conflict. They haven't captured a major city since 2022. They have only acquired 0.6% in the past year. They have suffered over 1,000 casualties annually. Their last offensive achieved none of its aims. Their economy is declining. Now they are facing sanctions imposed on them, and also President Trump is bolstering Ukraine's military capabilities. Russia is in a much weaker position compared to almost 3 or 4 years ago when they chose to form this partnership with China. I see significant achievements, certainly noted on Fox in the past day. The one aspect I'd highlight is the provisional ceasefire here and the easing of strains. President Xi has historically not followed through on his commitments.
Yes.
Similar to Putin. On fentanyl, 7 years ago, he committed to reducing it. It didn't occur. A few years ago, in the initial Trump negotiations with him, he pledged to buy American goods to the sum of $500 billion. He fell short, only $211 billion. He has made new commitments here regarding fentanyl, made additional promises about purchases, and so on. We need to observe if he honors his word. And the Trump administration is clearly mindful of the previous shortfalls from the last agreement.
That was finalized in the president's term concluded in 2020. This time, if there is a breach, we have approximately 3.5 years to address it differently.
Also, China is backing the Iranian missile initiative. They are providing some of the components there. So Iran can reconstitute. We could easily impose restrictions on that. We have identified it.
The Wall Street Journal has a report I'd like your opinion on. That is, the president is evaluating military locations in Venezuela. They destroyed another one of the narcotics vessels yesterday. How serious do you believe the president is on this, or is this intended to unnerve Maduro to facilitate a peaceful departure?
Well, I don't think we have that answer yet. But clearly, deploying an aircraft carrier represents a clear show of strength. I've always stated, as a military man, the emblem of American military dominance is an aircraft carrier. If you had to select one symbol, that is it. We are positioning that there. Obviously, it carries fighters that can strike land targets, potentially Maduro's drug facilities and other infrastructure supporting the drug trafficking that he is involved in. The drug trade and his government have merged into one. He has profited from it. That's unprecedented across Latin America, this level of collusion taking place there. That's why the pressure is applied. I believe the pressure is on those backing Maduro. The elites applying this kind of pressure on them, questioning why they continue to support him when he is bringing all this destabilization upon them, and obviously we are going to start seeing losses in revenue due to his involvement with the drug trafficking networks and labs. Whether he remains in power remains to be seen. We don't have that answer yet. That's definitely a possibility that he is implying. And certainly he would welcome these elites compelling Maduro to relinquish authority. I don't believe there is any blueprint here to execute a physical overthrow, which would necessitate a military incursion into Venezuela. But certainly the president would accept if his team or the elites removed Maduro, leading to some form of transition. I think that is one of the objectives that the CIA is also attempting to realize by weakening this regime internally.
General, you've always emphasized that not only are they a dictatorship and antagonistic toward us, but they have extended welcome to Iran, to Russia, and to China.
Right, and that's a very resource-rich, possesses many resources in that nation.
And the president does not want